Hey guys, Jastora here, and I'm bringing you my PvP mag Sorc build that's geared towards battlegrounds and non-CP campaigns. It's a lot of fun to play, super tanky and very hard hitting, and can be geared in situations for full CP and different team-based layouts. So initially, we're looking at about 36,000 magicka. We have 1,700 magic recovery, which is very nice. A nice ratio to have. Spell damage, we're looking at 2100, and that's unbuffed with Witch Mothers. And then once we proc our enchants, we'll see that number go up to about 3000. On this build, I'm running a Atronach for magic recovery. I've experimented with magic damage back and forth between this and that. Right now we're going magic recovery. It gives a little more sustain in high pressure situations. I'm stage 2 vampire, anywhere from stage 2 to 4, but definitely make sure you're a vampire because the cost reduction and the damage reductions are pretty hard to get around. So gear-wise, I'm going to be running on my front bar a sharpened Destro Julianus with 5-piece Julianus. This can be any kind of 5 pieces, but the front bar, your main damage bar, you want to run the 5 Julianus. All end pen if you can. I'm running one without, so I ran out of mats. This is going to be our hard-hitting, hard-punching burst attack bar. On our back bar, I'm running a defending Desert Rose Resto staff, and this is going to be our kind of buff, survivability, maneuverability bar. So I run a defending Resto, 1-piece belt. This can be anything as far as body wise, as long as it's end pen, and then 3 jewelry. In jewelry, I run 1 cost reduction, which is very important, especially on this high burst build, and then 2 spell damage. And what Desert Rose is going to give us a lot of tankiness, a lot of kind of stat recovery and survivability. And the thing about this back bar is it's all about almost adjusting and avoiding to the situation at hand. So with that, we can even a little bit of mana will allow us to either, bubble up on healing ward or shoot out of in a situation with streak, or even we can get a dark healer in here or there. It's very survivable on the back bar, and especially with the third piece I didn't tell you about, the Pirate Skeleton. This is going to make us very hard to kill. So you factor in Desert Rose, you factor in Pirate Skeleton, and your Vampire passives, and you have a lot of tankiness when everything kind of procs and falls into line. And with Desert Rose trying to click and you being able to pop bubbles and streak out, you should be very difficult to kill. I'm running 5-1-1, so 5 light, 1 medium, 1 heavy. They get the Undaunted passes, which will give us a little bit more stats. This never hurts. Skill wise, on my front bar Destro, I'm running Hardened Ward because that's going to be my main. I'm never going to let that go down in very rare occasions, and if it does, either hope Pyroskeleton procs or you are going to die. Crystal Frags, I run that on Council, I run that on Triangle, so that's not going to be my main spam ability. But I'm going to want to proc that as much as I can, as long as that procs my character. Haunting Curse, excellent dot to pop on people, especially in battlegrounds. You can usually catch people for a lot of damage on this. Endless Fury or Execute, which I like to pop onto people, almost over spam it, and then factor it in with my Crushing Shock and then Light Attack Weave. I usually like to do Light Attack, Crushing Shock, like Light Attack, Crushing Shock, hit him with this, and then proc Crystal Frags. And that should give us a great burst. I could probably it should be able to burst down many players. And then running Jastora on the front bar, which I don't use this a lot. There are situations that if you get overwhelmed and you have enough mana to sustain your shielding up while popping this, it helps. But my main ultimate be my back bar, Eye of the Flame, or Ice Comet. This is what I'm going to use to stun people that are in groups, stun people that are by themselves, try to catch them off guard from a distance. And then back bar, Boundless Storm. This is kind of a flex spot. You can run Daedric Mines if you wanted to. You can run... Sometimes I run Harness Magicka. I'm running it based on my group layout, or Elusive Mist. It's kind of open. The BGs, I kind of like the Major Resolve and Major Ward you get out of this, and it's the resistance. And the speed increase when you first pop it never hurts. Streak. This is kind of a necessity, especially if you're trying to escape battle or trying to quell the battlefield by stunning the enemies. It's very, very, very powerful. Power Surge, run that for obviously the major sorcery, as well as the healing on the crits, which is really nice. Healing Ward is kind of the oh shit save me kind of routine. So we pop this if we're running low, or we pop this if an ally is running low. And this will give us a nice protection shield with a really nice heal after it. And then Dark Conversion. You can also probably flex this spot out. I like to have this, even though I'll probably use it only 2 to 3 times per match. It's nice to have there for that quick extra health and Magicka, if you have the stamina to sustain it. And like I talked about, the Ice Comet, which is probably one of the best ults to run on this character. So a lot of times on this build, especially heading into battle, you would buff up and then shield up. And I usually hit them with a... Hit him with a Daedric Curse, Weave, hit him with that, and then we hit him with Mage's Wrath. And we should be able to burst down even the most tanky of players. You have the occasional, heavy Magicka Templar or something like that, but for the most part we were pretty burst heavy. And then with running our cost reduction and Atronach Bundle Stones, we should have enough survivability for even medium-sized scrimmages. And then when we have to bounce, we can run Streak to get us out, and Desert Rose on our back bar should be able to proc every few seconds to give us just enough mana to either streak out and heal, or head back in. It's a very nice offensive-minded build that also extremely hard to kill without sacrificing power. You could probably switch some other sets in here and there and minimize something. Throw Amber Plasm in there or something. But I like these two sets. They're not hard to get. One's craftable. The other one you could buy on Guild Traders for fairly cheap. And it's very, very powerful and very utility based. It's a lot of fun to play, especially in Battlegrounds and CP campaigns. I played it in CP campaigns as well. you run into some sustain issues as far as magicka regen, especially against all the 630s and stuff. But you can adjust accordingly. You can adjust CP accordingly. I won't go over that right now because CP is pretty much the same. You know, crit resistance, damage. So that's it. There are probably modifications you can make to the build, and you know, maybe sets swap in or out. But I like the attack power front bar, the defending utility back bar a lot. It's a lot of fun, and I've had great success in Battlegrounds, especially just on rando teams. So if you guys have any ideas or feedback or criticism, I'd love to hear it. And just leave a mention in the comments. Thank you very much.